And I was just saying that a lot of the reason why we have a lot of South African introduced plants is because in the early days of the sailing ships, the last port of call before the Swan River Colony was Cape Town, and they would restock the boat with fodder for the animals that they were bringing, but the fodder had the seeds of a lot of these plants in it, in amongst it, and that's how they were brought here. We have the same climate, a Mediterranean climate, but we don't have the predators, the insects that eat them, and that's why they've taken over. But in terms of the Banksias, which are in the Proteaceae family, the reason that Africa has proteas and we have them is that we were once joined as a large continent called Gondwana. So Africa was joined to Australia, and that's the reason why we have a lot of species that are in common. It's not just plant species, but it's like boab tree and the Proteaceae family, but you've also got spiders and lots of other species as well. And that's the reason. They've got the ostrich, we've got the emu and the cassowary. So all those continents that were joined together at one stage, as they separated, evolutionarily, species may have, developed separately, but they've come from the same source originally. So it's quite interesting.
But not Banksias, because they developed after Gondwana had
in the Proteaceae family.
Yes, had separated. And because Banksia is named after Sir Joseph Banks, who came with Captain Cook in 1770 and he collected the first Banksias.
Norman, just going to mention over in Africa, since I've been all around the world, the dominant tree like we've got eucalypts, over there is the acacias. So that's a very good clue that Africa and Australia are both related, because we've got a lot of acacias here. But because they were named first there, they wanted us to change our name.
That's right.